Lana.
Hello, I'm Katrina.
And we are the
Gorgeous Geeks.
And we have been fans of Smallville and critics of it since the very first episode when it premiered, when he first ran through the cornfield and you saw his eyes glisten. So we know a lot about the show.
We know a lot about the mythology. We know a lot about Superman. I can read and write Kryptonese.
She can.
I can.
Maybe we should make a little video about that and teach everyone. But anyway.
I don't know, my Kryptonese is just as bad as my English.
Yeah, but I created a font on my computer so I can type it.
We sound like really big geeks right now.
We're talking about Smallville and we're making a video and put it on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, the point that we're trying to make is we're trying to tell you some things. This is our list of things that they should do season 10 to close out Smallville in the most perfect way that I think they can.
They need to bring a Luthor back.
They need to bring Lex Luthor back. And I know Michael Rosenbaum has said that he isn't too keen on coming back.
He said unless it is for sure the last season, and he said it has to be like the last episode.
And he has to like wear a bald cap because he doesn't want to shave his head again.
Yeah. And
so you need to bring Lex Luthor back for the epic finale.
It started with him and needs to end with him.
Because he is Superman's arch
nemesis. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he has to, Clark has to finally take him down. He just has to be there. He
needs to be there and needs to be some kind of conflict. Because, I mean, I don't know if they're going to invest in his purple-green robot suit, but I don't know, but there needs to be a conflict with Lex Luthor. And if anyone's like, but they killed Lex Luthor, I guess you're an idiot because they wouldn't do that. And they've already said, obviously, if you know the mythology, Lex Luthor is not dead. They said that at Comic-Con 2009, so duh, he's not dead. That is the number one with a star. 2 stars, maybe like 100. Lex Luthor.
I don't know, because I think if somebody else appears in the show, it would top the show like into overdrive.
Okay, they need to do that. They need to do that. But I know you're gonna say they need to bring Bruce Wayne on the show.
They need to bring Bruce Wayne on the show.
They do. I know they don't really. They were told that there's they cannot touch Batman, they cannot touch Wonder Woman. I know that they can't do that, and that's why they brought on Green Arrow, and they're bringing all these other characters, the Wonder Twins. OMG. But I feel that, well, first of all, it would boost their ratings a whole bunch.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Wayne. Batman on Smallville. It'd be awesome. He doesn't have to be Batman. He doesn't even have to be Batman. You can just hint that he's in the makings of Batman.
I really think that they need that dynamic on
awesome.
The show. Because
I would cry.
Forever.
I would cry tears of joy. I would cry tears of joy. And they would turn into diamonds. And I'd sell them on eBay.
And buy a Batmobile. Okay. Wow.
Or a sticker.
That's a sticker.
I don't know.
Wait, oh my gosh.
I understand Lex is a necessity, but Bruce would be awesome. Wonder Woman would be awesome too.
Wonder Woman would be awesome. But getting back to the Luthors, they do need Lex on the show, but I really miss the dynamic of the Luthors, period. Lionel. I went back and watched the episode with Lionel's other son. They could bring him back, but he's busy with Vampire Diaries right now, being Stefan. I don't like Lana. I really, really don't. I thought it was a real discredit to her fans to bring her back in the way that they did, because I thought when she left, and she left a video for Clark and said, I'm leaving so you can be the person you need to be, I thought that was very noble of her, so much so that it was really out of character.
It really was.
So I'm like,
it really was.
Well, you know what?
I'm like, this isn't Lana. She's very the character of Lana, and before I get trashed by all the Lana fans, listen to me. The character of Lana, even in the comic books, can be a very selfish and a very greedy person, especially when it comes to Clark.
And then she came back all with the plot, which you hid from Clark. A secret reason you can't trust her. There's a T word for you. And to just get powers, and then she sucked at it. She really did. They're supposed to be a team, and she scoped the whole building, but she couldn't find a ginormous kryptonite bomb at the top
of the roof.
Why,
rookie? I mean, that's just silly.
That's not a rookie move. That's just laziness. Pure laziness.
But it was very silly, and I thought it was very It was just...
It totally changed her from the mythology of who she is.
And she changed. She changed.
She could go off and do great things, but that's just not the way it was supposed to happen. And then the way she left, it was like she was forced out to leave because she and Clark couldn't be together. So she needs to come back. She needs to have no powers, and there needs to be this resolution of, I'm with Lois and I'm better for it. And I know maybe you clown fans don't like it, but that's the way it should be.
It should be happening.
Because that's the way it is. Another thing, the issue of Chloe. I don't feel like she needs to die. I just feel like maybe she should get her own life.
She does. She needs her own life. I don't know. Maybe continuously work for Oliver or something, or somewhere, or somehow. But
because what really bugs me about this whole Watchtower situation and working behind the computer and all this stuff, it kind of feels like they're alluding in some way that she's the Oracle. They've never said that at all, but I don't like feeling like that. More so than the Chloe gets a life or dies thing is there needs to be a fight scene on Smallville that is longer than a minute. Like there needs to be like a smack down, drag out thing for at least 5 minutes. I know that's a lot asking from you guys, but it needs to go on. Something needs to happen. It needs to just be action for like 5 minutes. It can be the last episode, but it needs to happen. If everybody needs to throw down like at the same time to make it like last 5 minutes, then you do that. But we need to see something more than like 2 punches. We really, really do. And you owe it to us, darn it. You do.
It's been 9 years.
It's been 9 years. And we're talking about the 10th year. If it happens. But if you want it to happen and you want us to be somewhat happy and grateful that we watched it, then you need to do this for us. You really do.
You do.
Another thing that is, I guess it's probably the most important thing, is Clark needs to fly. Stop all this crap. Clark needs to fly. He actually needs to also get ice breath, because he has not done that on the show.
Is it like cool breath?
Yeah, but not full out ice breath. One other thing that's really, really important for Smallville season 10 is if it's really the end of this journey of becoming Superman, then he needs to be Superman.
Yes.
And he needs to put on the costume.
Like, because if you want to say it's the end of Smallville, that means if it's the end of Smallville, it's the beginning of Superman. So that means he has to don the costume.
Even if it's like for the last 5 minutes. Maybe just the last minute. We just need to see it. I know Tom Welling has not been too excited to wear the suit. Suck it up! Because
it needs to happen.
It needs to happen.
Now.
Not now, because...
Soon then. Please.
I mean, at least in the last episode. Because I've heard if in interviews they said if it happens, it'll happen at the very end. You know what? I'm content with that, because end of the series means end of the journey into becoming Superman. But it needs to be seen. So...
Yes, it does.
They need to bring Perry back on the show. They had one episode with Perry, like a washed up dude. You have all these other people running the Daily Planet, and you don't have the editor-in-chief, Perry White, there.
Mm-hmm.
Lois works there, Clark works there, Chloe worked there, Jimmy worked there.
Right.
Why don't you have Perry White there already?
You should
if you have... I know that the actor who played him was doing Broadway. Get another one. I don't even know if a lot of people remember that episode. So
right. I think it'd be cool to have Terry Hatcher make an appearance.
That would be cool.
I think it'd be cool. Maybe even if she was like Lois's aunt, or I don't want her dead mother coming back. That'd be kind of stupid. But they had Supergirl on there. I think it'd be cool to have another person from the Superman series to come on to the show.
Yeah, and speaking of
Terry
Lois'
Hatcher's
family, I think it would be cool if the General came back, criticized Lois for dating a nerd or whatever. I really would like to see the show go to season 10 and make a classy exit, so that's why we just threw in some suggestions in there. So, I'm Christina.
I'm Katrina.
And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.